Do you know that by making wrong adjustments to your truss rod can break your guitar? I'll tell you how. Hi all, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, I'm going to take you a bit of a flashback as well. It was probably 4 or 5 years back. I had a cheap acoustic guitar, which I bought from somebody who was selling it for a throwaway price. I bought it. I wanted an acoustic guitar, and then when I brought it home, it had a very high action. Then I heard that it is easy to make truss rod adjustments and then correct the guitar for the action. What was the scenario with that guitar? That guitar had a very high bow like this. I was trying to adjust the truss rod to make it straight. I made too much of an adjustment until I heard a breaking noise. It was not the neck which broke. In fact, the truss rod had a welding in between. The truss rod broke. So, long story short, you can in fact damage your guitar by making wrong adjustments to your truss rod. Let me show you how a truss rod works. So this is a typical dual action truss rod, which is also fitted similar to the one which is fitted in this guitar. It has basically two parallel rods, one which has a thread, and then you would have been given something like this, an Allen key to make adjustments. This truss rod, if you see, this is almost straight. When I tighten this, see what happens. I just made a tiny bit of adjustment. I don't know whether you can make it, but let me make some more adjustment. But there is already a bow to this truss rod. So it's like this. So assume this truss rod is inside the guitar, and when you tighten it, it creates an upper bow like this. When you loosen it on the other side, so in this case it almost came back to normal. In fact, a little bit more than normal. I'm going to take it further and see what happens. It's already having a concave sort of a bow. Let me take it further so that it is more visible, but you get the idea. So this is having a bow which is like this. This is exactly what happens inside your guitar. So in my case, I was trying to, so my guitar was originally like this, the neck was like this, and then I tightened, made 2-3 rounds until I heard something breaking. So in reality, these rods are welded on the edges. So here there is a weld, and there is a weld somewhere here as well, and then there are two pieces of metal, one which is pulling the other when you tighten it, and that is how the it becomes out of shape. This is exactly what happens inside the guitar as well. So with that, let me show you how you can adjust your truss rod. I hope this doesn't scare you much. The only thing you need to keep in mind is the rule of wisdom in truss rod adjustment is make a quarter turn at a time. So what is meant by a quarter turn? So this is half turn almost. So you are allowed to make 1/4 turn at a time and see what happens. So in this case, I tightened the truss rod. So when I tighten the truss rod, that is when it creates this sort of a bow. So when a neck is bent this way, you would tighten the truss rod so that it makes this sort of a bow which will clear that bent neck. It will try to pull the neck back in shape, in short. When the neck is Let me probably show you with the neck in picture so that you can relate. So when the neck is bent this way, so there is a bow like this, you would tighten the truss rod, which will pull the neck back in shape. When the neck is this way, it is bent this way, where the strings are almost sitting on the fret, you would loosen the truss rod. So the rule of thumb is righty tighty and lefty loosey. So right means it is tight, left means loose. If you have to create a bow forward, you would loosen. If you have to create the bow back, you would tighten. So that is how it works. If you have seen my last video where I showed how you can measure or how you can determine if the neck is straight, this neck had a tiny bit of adjustment possible using the truss rod. So the strings were slightly higher here. So I'm going to adjust this truss rod here, and it's easy if you loosen these two strings as well. So loosen these strings. Actually, I'm loosening the wrong string over here. Move this out of the way, and this one as well. So it creates some room for the Allen key to function. So place the Allen key inside the hex groove over here. You might have to see where it sits properly. You might have to loosen this bit more and take it further. Yeah, it sits somewhere there. So remembering what I told you, quarter turn at a time. So I'm going to tighten this, not even a quarter turn. That's all. Keep the guitar stable for some time and then measure again and see whether that fixed the problem. Test the same way and then see whether that change reflected in the action. Measure the same way, just like what I showed. Place the capo or use the notched straight edge with this way. It has reduced a bit. I would try keeping the guitar for some more time and see whether it stabilizes. Check again. I don't want it to be too much with a bow as well. So that's how you can adjust your truss rod. Ensure that you are not making too many turns of the truss rod at once. That can still break your truss rod or the neck itself. It can damage the fretboard, it can damage your neck itself. So be careful while making the truss rod adjustments, but that doesn't mean that you should not adjust the truss rod at all. If you see that the guitar having issues with a bowed neck, truss rod adjustment is the way to go. But ensure that you make tiny bit of adjustments, righty tighty, lefty loosey, and that's it. So this is a series of videos I've been making about the guitar action itself and various methods by which you can adjust your guitar's action. If you have liked this video, please remember to like this video. If you have not subscribed, please do. You will be notified when new videos are added from this channel, and your likes and the subscriptions will keep me motivated in making new content. Thank you.